Have you ever heard about a tradition where the widow has to immediately have intercourse with a relative of her husband to purify her soul? In some cases, a widow is secluded and forbidden to meet anyone while wearing mourning clothes. Other traditions encourage young girls to live in the local shrines and offer services there to ask forgiveness for their male relatives' sins. In Ghana, traditions exist that are both unique and sometimes shocking. Life in Ghana is completely different from what you expect from other African countries. That's because Ghana led other African countries to gain independence and develop a culture and lifestyle quite different from others. That's why you will see one of the most unique traditions in this country and a rich lifestyle with welcoming people but with culture and traditions you would have never heard of. So, what more should you know about Ghana? Welcome to a new episode of Black Afric Diary, a channel where we talk about Black African history, culture, arts, and civilization. It's a place where you will see the real picture of Black Africa, its stories, and the events defining it. In this episode, we will discover how life is in Ghana and its people, culture, beautiful places, and traditions. Let's get started. Number 12. First African nation to gain independence. On March 6, 1957, Ghana made history as the first African country to gain independence from colonial rule. Led by the visionary Kwame Nkrumah, the nation emerged as a symbol of hope for other African countries striving for freedom. However, Ghana's independence wasn't just about ending British control. It was a powerful message to the world that Africans were ready to shape their own destiny and govern themselves. The country, formerly known as the Gold Coast, became an inspiration for other colonized nations, and Nkrumah's leadership inspired movements across Africa, with his famous mantra, "Forward ever, backward never," continuing to resonate deeply. For Ghanaians, this moment of independence is a source of immense pride. Nkrumah is regarded as a Pan-African hero who didn't just focus on Ghana's freedom, but also championed African unity and independence across the continent. Leaders from countries like Nigeria, Kenya, and Tanzania closely followed Ghana's journey as a blueprint for their own struggles. In the capital, Independence Square, also known as Black Star Square, stands as a powerful symbol of Ghana's freedom. It was here that the Declaration of Independence was made, and today, it remains a place of national pride. Ghanaians see the square as not just a historical landmark, but a space to reflect on their country's ongoing journey toward development and empowerment, where key national events like military parades are held. Number 11. The world's largest producer of gold, Ghana's rich association with gold has earned it the nickname Gold Coast, a reflection of the role gold has played in its economy for centuries. In 2020, Ghana achieved another milestone when it became the world's largest producer of gold, overtaking South Africa. Producing over 142 metric tons of gold, Ghana firmly established itself as a key player in the global gold market. Regions like the Ashanti are known for their abundant gold deposits, with towns like Obuasi and Tarkwa being central to the country's gold mining industry. For many Ghanaians, especially those in gold mining towns, gold is more than just a resource, it's a lifeline. While large-scale mining operations exist, a significant number of people engage in artisanal mining, which sustains thousands of families. Number 10. Nightlife and Markets. In Ghana, when the sun goes down, life doesn't slow down. It just shifts gears. The night is when the country truly comes alive, especially in cities like Accra, Kumasi, and Tamale, where night markets are bustling hubs of activity. These markets are more than just places to shop. They are social centers where locals come together to eat, chat, and relax after a long day. The streets are filled with the enticing smells of freshly grilled kebabs, spicy banku, and crispy fried plantains, with vendors calling out their wares and drawing crowds. One of Accra's most famous night markets is the Medina Market, where stalls stay open late, offering everything from fresh produce to secondhand clothes. Locals know that night shopping has its advantages because of cooler temperatures, a more relaxed pace, and the opportunity to find great deals on everything from food to handcrafted goods. It's also a time for socializing, with friends meeting up for a bite to eat or to enjoy a cold drink while watching the city's nightlife unfold. Similarly, Makola Market, a bustling daytime market in Accra, transforms after dark, creating a different atmosphere for those who prefer to shop or socialize at night. For Ghanaians, night markets are essential not just for convenience, but for the lively energy they offer. Here, you can grab a plate of waki, which is a traditional rice and beans dish, or enjoy fufu with light soup while sipping on sobolo, which is a refreshing hibiscus drink. But Ghana's nightlife isn't confined to markets. The cities are alive with bars, clubs, and live music venues, where the sounds of highlife, Afrobeat, and Azonto create an irresistible rhythm. The Osu district in Accra is known for its lively nightlife, with popular spots like Repub Lounge and Firefly Lounge Bar, offering locals and visitors a place to unwind. Music is at the heart of Ghanaian culture, and when night falls, the streets pulse with the energy of live performances that keep people dancing into the early hours. Number 9. The Year of Return Initiative. In 2019, Ghana launched the historic Year of Return Initiative, a powerful call to the African diaspora to reconnect with their roots and heritage. This initiative marked 400 years since the first enslaved Africans were forcibly taken from West Africa to Jamestown, Virginia, in 1619. While it served as a symbolic homecoming for descendants of the enslaved, it also became an opportunity for many to heal from the generational trauma of slavery and rediscover their African ancestry. The Year of Return drew thousands of visitors from around the world, including prominent figures like actor Idris Elba, comedian Steve Harvey, and supermodel Naomi Campbell. African Americans and Afro-Caribbean people saw it as more than a vacation. It was a pilgrimage back to the land their ancestors were taken from. Locals embraced the influx of visitors with warmth, hosting a range of events that celebrated Ghana's rich cultural heritage. Festivals, traditional ceremonies, and educational tours allowed visitors to experience Ghana's culture firsthand. Historical landmarks like Cape Coast Castle and Elmina Castle, once holding centers for enslaved Africans, became powerful pilgrimage sites. These visits offered diaspora members a chance to reflect on the painful history of the transatlantic slave trade, providing a space for reconciliation and healing. Beyond its cultural significance, the Year of Return gave a massive economic boost to Ghana. The country saw a sharp rise in tourism, welcoming over 1 million visitors in 2019. This surge significantly benefited local businesses, hotels, and tour operators. Many visitors expressed a desire to make long-term investments in Ghana, purchasing property or starting businesses. This momentum led to the Beyond the Return initiative, which encouraged members of the African diaspora to not only reconnect with Ghana, but also invest in its future. Number 8. Kajitia Market. Nestled in the heart of Kumasi, the bustling capital of Ghana's Ashanti region, lies Kajitia Market, one of the largest open-air markets in West Africa, and possibly the world. With over 10,000 stalls, Kajitia Market is a blend of colors, sounds, and energy, offering everything from fresh produce and textiles to handcrafted goods, electronics, and traditional herbal remedies. It's not just a marketplace, it's the economic lifeblood of Kumasi, and an essential part of daily life for many Ghanaians. Locals see Kajitia as more than just a place to shop. It is a cultural hub where people from all walks of life come together to trade, socialize, and exchange news. The market is divided into sections based on the type of goods being sold, making it well organized. There is a fabric section, a food area, a section dedicated to electronics, and much more. For the residents of Kumasi, Kajitia is a symbol of the city's entrepreneurial spirit. Number 7. Ghana's unique coffin designs. In southern Ghana, particularly among the Ga people of Accra, Funerals are celebrated in a way that reflects both life and death through the use of fantasy coffins. These uniquely made coffins are designed to represent the personality, profession, or dreams of the deceased. For instance, a fisherman might be buried in a coffin shaped like a fish, while a cocoa farmer could rest in a coffin resembling a giant cocoa pod. The creativity and craftsmanship involved in making these coffins are outstanding, and they have garnered international attention for their artistry. The fantasy coffin tradition holds deep cultural significance for the Ga people, where funerals are seen as an important celebration of life. In Ghanaian culture, death is viewed not as the end, but as a transition to the afterlife. The elaborate coffins serve as a way to honor the deceased by reflecting the essence of their life and their contributions to society. These coffins show that even in death, individuality and personal achievements can be celebrated. While deeply rooted in Ga culture, the popularity of fantasy coffins has transcended ethnic boundaries and attracted global interest. These coffins have been displayed in international art galleries, showcasing the skill of Ghanaian coffin makers to the world. However, for locals, fantasy coffins remain a meaningful and deeply personal tradition, providing a unique way to celebrate life and express creativity in a way that blends art with cultural identity. Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on Black Africa. Let's continue now. Number 6. People and culture. The people of Ghana come from various ethnic backgrounds, each contributing to the nation's rich culture. Major ethnic groups include the Akan, Iwe, Ga-Adangbe, and Dagomba, each with its own unique language, customs, and traditions. Despite these differences, Ghanaians share a deep sense of national pride and unity, valuing community and collective progress above all. One of the most defining traits of Ghanaians is their hospitality. The local word akwaba, meaning welcome, in Akan, captures the essence of this spirit. Whether visitors are from neighboring countries or distant lands, Ghanaians are known for their friendliness and willingness to make others feel at home. In rural areas, this hospitality is even more pronounced. It's not uncommon for travelers to be invited into homes for a meal or offered a place to rest for the night. For Ghanaians, treating others with kindness and creating a sense of community is a cornerstone of everyday life. Family is central to Ghanaian life. The concept of extended family networks plays a crucial role, with many households consisting of grandparents, parents, and children all living together under one roof. In Ghana, family decisions, whether about marriage, land ownership, or education, are often made collectively, emphasizing the strong bonds that tie relatives together. For Ghanaians, the well-being of an individual is inseparable from the well-being of the community, making mutual support a vital aspect of daily life. Respect for elders is another fundamental part of Ghanaian culture. Elders are seen as wisdom holders, and their guidance is often sought in decision-making or conflict resolution. Younger generations typically greet their elders first, often with a slight bow as a sign of respect. In many communities, elders play key roles in family events, local ceremonies, and community gatherings, reinforcing their honored status. Number 5. Beautiful places to visit in Ghana. If you are a history lover, a visit to Cape Coast Castle and Elmina Castle is a must. Both castles are UNESCO World Heritage Sites and played significant roles during the transatlantic slave trade. You can tour these historic buildings and explore the dark dungeons where enslaved Africans were held before being sent across the Atlantic. The door of no return at Cape Coast Castle is especially heart-touching, marking the last place many Africans saw before being shipped away from their homeland. It's a powerful experience, particularly for members of the African diaspora who come here to reconnect with their ancestral roots. Then there is Kakum National Park, located just outside Cape Coast, offering one of the most unique outdoor experiences in Ghana. Famous for its canopy walkway, Kakum allows visitors to walk among the treetops, suspended on bridges high above the lush rainforest below. The view from the canopy is breathtaking, where you will be surrounded by the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. For those interested in learning more about the local ecosystem, guided nature walks are available, where knowledgeable guides will introduce you to the forest's medicinal plants and native wildlife. Then comes Lake Volta, which is the largest man-made lake in the world by surface area, created by the construction of the Akosombo Dam. It's an ideal destination for anyone seeking a peaceful escape from the busy city life. Whether you are enjoying a boat ride, trying your hand at fishing, or simply relaxing by the water, Lake Volta offers plenty of ways to unwind. The surrounding town of Akosombo also provides excellent opportunities for hiking and exploring local markets, where you can find handmade crafts and delicious traditional food. However, if you are a wildlife lover, Mole National Park in northern Ghana is the perfect spot to get up close and personal with nature. This is Ghana's largest national park, home to elephants, antelopes, baboons, warthogs, and countless bird species. Guided safari tours are available, allowing you to explore the park either on foot or by vehicle. For an unforgettable experience, consider staying at the Mole Motel, which offers rustic accommodations with incredible views of the savannah. It's not uncommon to spot elephants wandering nearby as you enjoy your morning coffee. Then, there are Wule Waterfalls, the highest waterfall in West Africa. Located near the Togo border, Wule Falls offers a stunning view of water cascading from great heights into a refreshing pool below. The journey to the falls takes you through the lush Agumatsa Forest Reserve, where you will see local villages, farms, and an abundance of wildlife, including monkeys and butterflies. Whether you choose to swim in the pool or simply relax by the water, Wule Waterfalls provides a serene and scenic retreat. However, if you are a beach lover, Labadi Beach in Accra is the place you should visit. This lively beach is perfect for enjoying the sea breeze, soaking up the sun, and immersing yourself in the rich atmosphere. On weekends, you will find locals playing soccer, dancing to live music, and enjoying fresh seafood from nearby vendors. If you are after a more relaxed vibe, Busua Beach along Ghana's western coast offers a quieter, more peaceful experience. Number 4. Ghanaian cuisine. Ghanaian food is a flavorful reflection of the country's diverse cultural influences, blending local ingredients and spices with traditional cooking methods. For Ghanaians, food isn't just about nourishment. It's central to gatherings, celebrations, and everyday life. A beloved dish across West Africa is jollof rice, which holds a special place in Ghanaian hearts. This tomato-based rice dish is cooked with a variety of spices, onions, and peppers, and is often served with fried plantains, chicken, or fish. Ghanaians take pride in their jollof, engaging in friendly rivalry with neighboring countries like Nigeria, over whose version reigns supreme. Then there is banku, made from fermented corn and cassava dough, and is typically served with grilled tilapia and black pepper sauce. It has a slightly sour taste due to fermentation, and it's traditionally eaten with your hands, a dining experience that brings people together around the table. Another Ghanaian favorite, fufu, is a starchy dish made from pounded cassava, yam, or plantain. It's usually served with a rich soup, such as light soup, groundnut soup, or palm nut soup. Fufu is popular across West Africa, but Ghanaians are especially fond of it. The process of pounding cassava into fufu is often a communal activity, with family members gathering to prepare the meal together. However, if you are craving a snack, try kelewele, which is a spiced fried plantain seasoned with ginger, garlic, and chili. It's crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and bursting with flavor. You can find kelewele sold at night markets and street stalls, especially in Accra, and it's a favorite among locals and visitors alike. Number 3. Troos, the real Ghanaian transportation experience. If you want to experience Ghana like a true local, you will want to take a ride in a tro. These minibuses, which operate as shared taxis, are the backbone of Ghana's public transportation system. Tros are cheap, efficient, and used by millions of Ghanaians every day, though they may not offer the most comfortable ride. Still, for many locals, Troos are an essential part of daily life. Each Tro comes with a driver and a mate, who is responsible for collecting fares and calling out destinations to attract passengers. The experience can seem a bit chaotic to first-time riders, as Troos dodge in and out of traffic and make sudden stops to pick up passengers. For first-time visitors, hopping on a Tro can feel overwhelming. The mate's rapid-fire announcements of destinations might leave you scrambling to keep up, but once you are aboard, the experience is pure Ghana. The buses are filled with a mix of students, traders, and workers, creating a lively atmosphere where conversations, debates, and laughter are common. Number 2. Trosi. Trosi, also referred to as fiasidi, is a traditional practice found among the Yu people of southeastern Ghana, Togo, and Benin. The custom involves sending young virgin girls to serve at local shrines as a form of penance for the sins committed by a family member, often a male relative. These girls are required to live at the shrine and serve the priest, sometimes for several years or even their entire lives. Their duties can include performing rituals, household chores, and, in some disturbing cases, providing sexual services to the priest. The origins of Trosi are rooted in the belief that the gods could be angered by family members' sins, such as theft or murder, bringing misfortune upon the entire family. To appease the gods, a girl from the family would be offered to the shrine as a way to appease divine wrath. Although the practice was officially outlawed in Ghana in 1998, it still persists in some remote and rural areas, often out of the public eye due to its controversial and illegal nature. Number 1. Widowhood Rights. In many traditional Ghanaian societies, particularly among the Akan, Ga, and Yu ethnic groups, widowhood often comes with its own set of demanding and deeply rooted cultural practices. When a husband dies, the widow is subjected to various widowhood rites that are believed to test her fidelity, purity, or role in her husband's death. These rituals could include periods of isolation, public mourning, and restrictions on certain activities, such as bathing or consuming specific foods. Historically, these rites could be physically and emotionally taxing. In extreme cases, widows were subjected to tests to prove their innocence in their husband's death. In some communities, a widow was expected to have sexual intercourse with a male relative of her late husband as part of a cleansing ritual. In recent years, there has been a noticeable decline in these widowhood practices, particularly in urban areas, as more people are influenced by modern human rights principles. Activists and women's rights groups in Ghana have worked hard to end these harmful rituals, bringing attention to the emotional and physical distress they cause. Tell us, have you ever been to Ghana and experienced the lifestyle and culture there? What do you love the most about Ghana and would like others to see? In the comment section right below, share your thoughts on the fact that traditions in Ghana should not be judged simply because they don't align with the West's culture. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We bring videos on Black Africa, its history, rich arts and culture, and things the world should know about. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.